It's official, the Republic of Uganda has just concluded their 2026 general election, and in this video I want us to analyze the results and other activities taking place in Uganda. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1. These are the results, and I quote. Frank Bulira has 0.44%, Mugisha Muntu 0.56%, Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu, also known as Bobi Wine, has 20%, that's 1.4 million votes. Yoweri Museveni Kaguta has 5.1 million votes, that's 75.38%. Then we have some other people here with 0%, 0 point something. So long story short, Museveni has won this thing with 75%. And that 75% victory by Museveni is just a confirmation that rigging actually took place, especially because of the events we saw on election day. The digital voting system, which was the primary one, failed and people had to switch to the manual one. And it took these people 7 hours just to switch from digital to manual voting. They've been trained months ahead of this vote. Why would they need 7 hours? Your guess is as good as mine. They needed 7 hours so that they can rig the election. Because when we switch to manual, hii ndo wakati watu wana tick ballot. Kuna watu wamewekwa mahali wana tick. Now, I know you think I'm hypothesizing this, but we have the actual footage. Just have a look at this. Hiyo ndo ile tunaita wizi wa kimabavu. You steal an election in broad daylight. I tell you, when it comes time for Museveni's swearing in, his 7th swearing in for that matter, we had better not send anybody as a country. And if we must send somebody, let us send Gaucho. You know, it is only a goon who should go witness a goon being recoronated in his goon activities. We should not send Kindiki. Ruto akienda ni sawa because PA, Gaucho na Museveni wako same group. But anyone else, no. Number 2, during the entire voting period, internet was down. And when the Minister for Youth and Children's Affairs was questioned about it, he's actually called Ballot, by the way, he said that the reason there was no internet is the fact that a ship in Mombasa cut the internet cables, and so they're actually working to restore the cables. That's why they had a blackout. Just listening to this BS.
You did talk about
regards to internet. Initially UCC said they had switched off, probably for security reasons. But then the latest I'm getting from my friends in Mombasa, a ship was passing by, it hit an internet cable into two. So they are trying to locate the other piece to connect it.
Honorable, that is information we cannot justify right now, but because the UCC did release a letter that all Ugandans are actually following right now.
That is okay.
Even if
internet will be reinstated. The person who brought internet is the person you have voted. That is one of the gains you have. Did you have internet in 1986? Did you have it? Did your mother tell you that they had internet? But it was the country not running.
But things are changing, Honorable. We are moving in a world that is digital.
It's just a matter of days, maybe 2 weeks or 1 week, or they are working, our technicians are working to restore it. Let us trust in the president. The one who brought it will restore it. He's working around the clock. Our technicians are working closely. So what UCC told you, they have a right to tell you, and the facts that we know, as people who work in that telecom sector, we know that the cable was affected and they are restoring it.
Now here's the shocking thing. Do you know that lie sits very well with Ugandans? Because it's a landlocked country. Most of them have never been to any coastline. They don't understand that a ship cannot cut internet cables. Internet cables do not float on the surface of the ocean. They run at the bottom, at the seabed. The only vessel that can be used to sever an internet cable is a submarine. Russians have done it in their war against Ukraine. So that lie is baseless. It was not well thought out, but it sits very well in Uganda considering it's a landlocked country. Shame on that minister for lying openly. And then it's also a bit of arrogance when you tell people that the same person who brought the internet will restore it. Just because you brought internet doesn't mean you can cut it the day you want to cut it. It is the taxpayers who brought the internet by paying taxes, and then the taxes went on to purchase rights and access to the internet cables in the Kenyan coastline. Na kama ilikatwa, mbona Kenya tunaendelea very wonderfully? We have our internet, we are communicating, me and you. Why do we have no lag in communication? So Ugandans, please don't buy into that lie. It's very cheap if you ask me. Number 3, as we speak, Bobi Wine has been abducted and is currently missing. Just check out this tweet, and I quote. This is from Aiden Kalisa, and it reads, "A military helicopter landed in Bobi Wine's compound and whisked him away. Prior to this, security personnel broke into his residence and thereafter assaulted his guard and disconnected the electricity electricity supply, and you can see 2 attached images. These are some of the reasons why we always say East or West, home is best. Even if Kenya is going to the dogs with the current leadership that we have, it is still years ahead of Uganda and centuries ahead of Tanzania. And ndio maana pengine watu kawa Tanzania, especially their leaders, hate Kenyans. But it's all good. We have an actual democracy where at least the opposition leader does not get abducted right after losing elections through kuibiwa. Number 4, police are all over the streets to ensure that nobody engages in maandamano. Here's the tip. Now with that, let's see what Kenyans next have to say about this, and I quote, Yobi said there was no election there, just formal or stage-managed democracy. Engineer Michael said this was not an election, it was a military operation. The regime kidnapped the entire opposition, including Bobi Wine and leading opposition candidate. Mass arrests are taking place and now people are being killed in large numbers. Change said the 73 was for Bobi Wine. People are fed up with M7, Museveni that is. I don't believe that he would even make 20%. If he knew that he would win, why did he switch off the internet? Why is he deploying an entire army in town, abducting leaders from the opposition side? Those are good questions that I hope we never have to ask in Kenya. Now with that, do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. Here are today's ads of the day. If you're in need of office petitioning or home interior works, i.e. kitchen cabinets, modern media walls, wall decoration, wainscoting, wardrobes, tiles, bathrooms, window blinds, gypsum and so on, reach out to Suima's Interiors at 07170 443 or info@suimas.co.ke and they'll get all your needs sorted out. Whatever it may be, all interior works, these guys are the best at it.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruiru for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
Now if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. If you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.